Hey, what's up everybody? Dylan here from Iceberg TV. Today we are going to find out, does the weight of the disc matter? Our friends over at Gateway sent us 3 realms, 3 different weights. We also have 4 auras in 4 different weights. These discs range from max weight all the way down to the ultralight, 133 grams. So we have a bunch of weight variation. I'm really excited to see, does the weight of the disc actually affect the flight? We're going to start off with the realms first, and then we'll throw the auras. The realm, the heaviest one we have, is the NXT Light. This thing is 159, and then I'll throw a 158, but in the baseline plastic, and the lightest realm we have is in the 137. Let's get this thing underway. This is the Iceberg TV Institution of Research and Scientific Discovery. Nice little forward push. If I gave that a little more height, it was certainly going to fade at the end of the flight. And now we have one in a similar weight, but in the baseline plastic. Flying, maybe slightly more understable, but essentially the same, but giving me quite a bit more distance. And now we're going to check out the 137. I'm gonna try and release it on a slight hyzer with a nice smooth release. Well, let's see if the 137 gram flies any differently from the other 2. Oh yeah, extremely understable in comparison to the other 2. So those 20 grams of difference definitely equated to a more understable disc. But I'm really curious to see, I have a max weight aura, and then like a middleweight 158 NXT light aura. Then I have a lightweight baseline 152, and then we have the ultralight 133. We're gonna start off with a premium plastic max weight one first. We'll just throw all these nice and flat. It's actually a nice driver. Never thrown the aura before. Seems to go really far. That was a nice, smooth, almost 400 feet. The NXT light, nice and pop-toppy. This one is 158. It's almost 20 grams lighter than the first one I threw. Pretty much flying exactly the same, possibly even due to the dome, slightly more stable. That's very interesting. I expected that one to be a bit more understable. Now we have a 152, which is 6 grams lighter than the 158 I just threw, but it's in the baseline plastic. Oh yeah, okay, so we're getting flippy now. I'm a little bit scared of what this 133 is gonna do. We're gonna release it on a bit of hyzer here and see what kind of action we get. This is the 133 baseline ultralight Gateway aura. Nice little hyzer line here. Tried to smooth it out, but oh man, that thing is a certified paper plate. Honestly, borderline unthrowable for me. But let's go gather them up. We'll throw them all back, and then I'll give you guys my conclusion as to what I think, or how I think, the weight of the disc affects its flight. Before I throw these back, I want to give a quick shout out to Disc Golf Deals USA. We do have the new Jeremy Colling and Eagle McMahon Signature Series available for pre-order. Click the link in the description below to save 10%. But anyway, let's see how these guys are flying. I'm actually particularly impressed, before I give these a throw, with these guys right here. I'm actually really impressed with the NXT Light discs. So these are both in the 150s. They both have a nice little dome to them. These are really great flyers. I'm actually super impressed with the performance of these. This is probably one of Gateway's best plastic drops in a very long time. But let's throw the auras first, and then we'll throw the realms. Got these a little mixed up here. We got the max weight aura here. This thing's really nice. Little bit of turn in the mid-flight, but a nice hard fade at the end. That is a nice pro-level driver from them. I'm glad to see just a high-quality pro-level driver from Gateway. And now we've got the NXT Light aura, which I actually like even more than that other premium plastic one. For a 158 gram-ish driver, that thing is absolute money. Really loving the flight and the feel of that disc in particular. Now we've got paper plate number 1, baseline 152. Power down on it. All right, we didn't even flip it up there. Babied it a little too much. Let's see if we can do that with the yellow one. It's like a challenge to get this thing not to hyzer flip. 133 paper plate Aura. That is a nice flight. So if you throw like 30 to 40 miles an hour, you're just getting into disc golf, or perhaps you have kids who play, or just someone who's never played before, that would be a really nice distance driver for them. And now let's throw the realms. Really love this NXT Light realm. Let's just pound this thing, really test the stability. That disc is so good. I am super impressed with the NXT Light stuff. That's the best gateway discs I've thrown in a very long time. And then we have the 158, but in the baseline, it flew similar to the premium one on the first throw. Oh, it's holding a much longer turn. Probably gone forever in the water. And then we've got the 137 paper plate. Let's see if we can replicate the other paper plate shot. Oh, it's money. If you've never played disc golf before, you can 100% get that thing to turn. If you take a first timer out to play disc golf, they can throw that disc out up into the air on almost any angle and see what the disc is supposed to fly like. You're gonna get a little bit of turn in the mid-flight, and if they throw soft enough, you might even get to see it fade as well. I totally forgot, they also sent me ultra-light Houdini putt and approach discs. So this is actually a really overstable mold. We have one in the 140 gram and then in the 161. Let's throw the 161 and then the 140. Wow, 161 is beefaroni. If you want beefaroni for dinner, get one of those things, holy cow. Now we've got the 140. Wow, that is so stable. So lightweight drivers are less stable, but lightweight approach discs are more stable. There might actually be something in there when it comes to throwing super lightweight approach discs that wanted to slow down and dump so fast. That could be a really great weapon when approaching the basket. The one thing that I found the most interesting about the tests we did today was that between the 175 and like the 156 to 158 gram discs, I didn't really see a massive difference in flight characteristics, which I did find really interesting. But when you take it from the 150s down to the 130s, you almost have an entirely different disc on your hands altogether. I found that super interesting, and if anyone understands why that might be, let me know in the comments section down below. If you like videos like this, where we deep dive into different disc golf topics, let me know in the comments section down below. You're watching Iceberg TV. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I will catch you in the next video, and take care.